Huh?
What cup is that?
Potato bicycle.
Yeah.
His number is 85.
His first name?
What happened?
May I have seconds? Thank you.
Thousands of children go through the New York system each year. 80% of them will be either dead or in prison within 3 years if they do not come to Boys Town.
This is where our FTs and our AFTs prepare our dinner. And we prepare our dinner on Fridays. As you can see, we have our chore board right here on the wall.
We have New York's most at-risk children. So we've had kids who just don't have parents or have a home. Some of those kids, have charges from violation of probation to larceny, grand theft.
I came here for assault in the first and also violation of probation. And I had previous cases of fighting, but this one really, this was the end for it.
I had warrants out for my arrest. I had not shown up to court dates for truancy for school. I wasn't living with my family.
The philosophy of Boys Town is if you teach basic social skills and combine that with positive relationship building, that you can change youth behavior altogether.
What we do is we provide a family-style environment for New York's most at-risk children.
Family style really teaches them that relationships are important and relationships can be healthy, and this is the way that it can be, and you contribute to that.
We have a married couple who lives in the homes and teaches to them 24 hours a day. That's their entire job.
Okay? All right, good job. Accepting feedback.
It broadens their worldview. Often I'll have girls that'll come in and they believe that no father is ever living with their mother, or that everyone has jail time.
Everything they experience from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, they have a family to share it with.
They do act as your substitute parents while you're there. And you're a little bit hesitant at first to let them in, but once you're there and you realize that they're only there to make you better and to improve you and to help you, then you kind of say, I think it's okay to let them help me.
Pretty much have two families. This is my new family right now. If it wasn't for them, I feel like I would have been worse.
We have a extremely well-written and developed model of care where it's based on behavioral principles. So we end up reinforcing these good behaviors and replacing poor behaviors so that kids can become productive members of society.
We make sure that these youth understand that they can govern themselves.
Right now, I'm going through a positive interaction. Seth, as in Chad, he just gave me positive points for communicating honestly, so I'm going to write them down right now.
The youth receive a point card, and on the point card, they record their behavior throughout the day. So they would start off, say, with following an instruction to fix a bed. They would earn a certain amount of points.
They give you points for skills that you use. For example, dealing with frustration, dealing with boredom, advocating for oneself. Anything they think you need to work on, they give you that as a skill.
For accepting criticism, you earn yourself 750 positive.
It's been a little rough sometimes. I mess up and I earn consequences even though I don't like it, but this is something I have to deal with.
It's a system that works itself once the youth gets acclimated, and the other youth are like the support system.
I've been on achievement for almost a month and a half now. To be on achievement, you have to earn a certain level of trust. I have a lot of things to work on still, but I've been doing what I have to do.
It teaches you structure. It teaches you purpose. It just helps you to work hard. Because if you don't work hard, you're not making your privileges, and you don't want that, so you're gonna work hard.
It helped me with my anger. I had an anger and an attitude problem when I was at the shelter, and probably when I was here, but it's helped me control it, settle it down, and just know how to handle it.
They're trying to teach you something in here. It's like they really want something for you.
They just really sat there and they cared and they were concerned and they wanted to help me.
Everybody's learning and has learned that when kids go to a juvenile detention center, they generally do extremely poorly. Not to mention the cost. The cost is $200,000 a year for a kid to stay in a juvenile detention center. And a home like Boys Town, it's much less than half the price to give them a home where they can become productive members of society. 430 of these kids come through our short-term programs, and over 200 of them could use a family setting, could use our type of treatment family homes. Unfortunately, We do not have the beds to be able to take all these kids.
If the homes in Brooklyn and in the Bronx weren't available from Boys Town, I wouldn't have gotten a chance at life that I really should have gotten.
We bring them back to being children again.
They're the ones that are our future.
Get my GED, go to college, and make something out of myself.
It's like Father Flanagan said, there's no such thing as a bad child.
I think it's important to give them a second chance.
We've had a lot of visitors, and every single one of them says the same thing when they're done with the visit. Are you sure that any of these kids have gotten in trouble?